Coach, congratulations on a tremendous win against Denver. Before we get into the milestones of it, just tell me a little bit about what you saw out there today from your team.
Yeah, I'm just so proud. I know that's used often after wins, but I'm just so proud of our guys, the way they bounced back after that game last weekend, where it just didn't feel like we really played with any heart. They came back and had a great week of practice and showed a great deal of resiliency for the entire game. We didn't get off to a great start, but they stayed the course and stayed with each other and did just enough against an extremely talented Denver team at both ends of the field to come away with a real signature win.
Pre-game, you told the team one possession. Tell me a little bit about what you saw out there in terms of possession today.
Denver's so good, from the face-off X into their offensive end. They're just so efficient. We just felt like if we could just share the ball today a little bit more than we have in our losses, that we would at least give ourselves a chance. It didn't put us in a position to win, but certainly it would give us a chance to win and maybe even the score a little bit about shots on goal versus shots defended. And we tried to put a lot of emphasis this week on just manufacturing, finding different ways to manufacture possessions, and the guys did a great job. So there was probably a lot of stats that weren't taken on the stat line that our guys just dug in and found ways to make plays and give us just enough time and just enough possession time to gain momentum. And I thought our guys offensively shot the ball extremely well, and I thought our defense did a great job of just keeping Denver at bay long enough, because they're just so talented and so dangerous, to give ourselves a chance.
Speaking of offense, Dan Craig and Ryan Keenan really stepping up for 3 goals for the first time this season. Talk a little bit about their offensive contributions today.
Both those guys were challenged a great deal this week in terms of their productivity, their overall productivity, and I thought they both stayed the course. Could have gone south very easily, and did a great job. Had both of those guys had great weeks of practice, and I thought the entire offense just shot the ball very efficiently. I don't know what the final stats were, but those two certainly led the charge, and I think we shared the ball a great deal and made everyone relevant. Credit their selflessness, but those guys certainly at the midfield did some really nice things and gave us a big boost there on the offensive end.
Penn State's first win in program history over a number 1 ranked opponent. Your first win over a number 1 ranked team here at Penn State. Kind of what does that mean for Penn State lacrosse?
Kind of putting things into perspective, it is just one game. I think it's wonderful for our guys. Denver, and I think that's due to the respect that we have for Denver. They're a tremendously well-coached team, a phenomenal team offensively and defensively. So I think that speaks to the volumes about who our opponent was today. But I also think it is just one game, so it's going to be important for us to get back into State College and just reflect back on what it was like to lose a game, and then come back this week and just maintain better balance after this game, regardless of who you beat and what their rankings are. I think it's important to maintain balance and make sure we come out next week before we start our Big Ten competition and have another great week of practice.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.